And of course, this thing's dead. I guess no, it isn't. Yeah, I can't see I can't see the text. Unfortunately, I can't see chat. What's up, Rhino? Rhine Labs. Unfortunately, I don't know how to pop the chat. Oh, docs. That's what it is, I think. Yeah. Oops. I did not want to do that. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Figured it out. Go figure. I figured it out. How you doing, Ryan Labs? I figured why not throw some cables together and film something. MCR. This one, I got to where I plugged it in. Yeah, I feel you. I got stacks of them everywhere that I need to get to. I had plugged this in, and I'll show you what it did. Now, unfortunately, I only have one camera. I want to get another one so that I can focus on some other stuff. Maybe I'll do that. Kind of get a semi-professional setup going. I never claimed to be a streamer, but I'm gonna try it. Why not? Okay, I got this thing plugged in now. What I'm gonna do is I'll show you what it's doing off the get-go. So plug it in, turn it on. I'll take a little video and then I'll show you that. See what this thing's doing. It looks to be statically dead. Doing nothing. Statically dead. Uh, that's what it's doing. I don't know how well that's coming through. It's doing nothing. So, what's up, Daz? Navaj? Gavin? Do your data 29Bs work? That's pretty awesome. I have three of them. I got one, and it's very trustworthy. Well, it did blow up one time. How's it going, Ted? How you doing? It did blow up one time. It shorted out a Darlington transistor, and I had to tear it apart and fix it. Okay, yeah. So we got some deadage going on here. This ain't doing anything. It looks completely statically dead. So I'm gonna unplug everything and get these boards, take it apart, check them out over. Look them over pretty good. See what we're working with. And these here are kind of fragile, so you got to be careful with these. And I will use something to help those off. Something bigger. There we go. Dang. Man, I did not want to come off of there. Goodness gracious. Why are those on so tight? Let's silence that, shall we? Bootleg Juno First. Juno First is a great game. That's one of those games that I found on MAME before I ever heard of it in an arcade. I used to love playing Juno First on MAME. Man, these things are on here. I don't understand why they're on here so tough. I already did replace the fan in mine, Gavin. I did replace my fan. I bought it on eBay. It was a direct replacement for it. Man, these are going to have to be replaced. These cheap standoffs. Jesus Christ. Come on. For real? For real, yo? Yeah. No, these have been soldered. Hmm. These have not been soldered. These have been very messily soldered. And there's a short. Well, I don't know if that's... Yeah, that's probably a direct short right there. Let's see if we can zoom in. I'm trying to get right here. Do we see that? Can we... Oh, where are we at? What? Do you see that? That middle one on the end? You see that short? Oh, come on, focus. Focus. Focus, hocus. Ooh, this is tough. Okay. It's that middle, the second, oh, the second one. Focus, please. Focus, please. Focus, please. Ah. It's hard to figure out where you're supposed to go. All right. These power headers have not been soldered. They always need to be. They always have cracked joints. And these are no exception. I've seen worse, but they're still cracked. You'll have to pardon the furnace. Nothing I can do about it. It was 3 degrees here this morning. 3. Are you guys still there? This software said it disconnected. Let me know if you're still seeing and hearing me, please. Okay. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Good to see you, Bob. Yeah, I'm using OBS and it said that it disconnected. I don't know. So if that happens, hopefully it'll just reconnect really quick. So this looks like it may have been a converted. Somebody might have converted this because it's got the ROMs and stuff are like written on, right? They're not factory. So somebody may have converted this game. These are the really cheesy kind of connectors, ribbon connectors. These are cheesy. Yeah, Ted, those can be tough. You know, they can definitely get you. I got to try to get these off again. These things are on here. Don't ever pull these off. Never grab these and pull them off. You'll ruin them every time. Find a way. If there's a will, there's a way. How are those boards working for you, Bob? They still working? I did a big repair for Bob. What was it? Super Breakout. Super Breakout, I think. Yeah. Those still rolling for you? This could be as simple as doing maintenance and beings that the ROMs have been obviously have been. This is a ROM swap, I believe. I believe someone just did working well. Good deal, Bob. Um, could be the wrong file. Could be bad ROMs. We'll figure it out. We'll find out. I'm going to replace these. I do not like these standoffs at all. They're cheesy. So those are going bye bye. I'll keep them. I'll keep them just for a rainy day, maybe. But I don't use these. I have a problem with not throwing stuff away that I should throw away. Okay. I made my Rhine. I made my setup with I made it around the Atari AR setup. My main power supply is an Atari AR setup. 'Cause I really wanted to be able to do all of the Atari games, and because of the audio amps and that all that kind of the weird voltages, the AC, the 22 volts this, the 22 volts negative 22 that, all that kind of garbage. I wanted to use a an AR as my and I did that back in 2018, and it's still, I mean, I've blown up my AR a few times, but I just rebuild it and it's been solid. And I did add, of course, I use a switcher and I have I have a lot of I have a good setup, a pretty sweet setup. I've got MCR stuff integrated and all that. So yeah, works out good. I need to rebuild my little Gorf style video card, that little RGB card. It died on me. And you can get those chips on eBay. And I need to do that. I need to grab those chips. And I need to grab a lot of them, as many as I can. So it's kind of how I roll. When I find something, I buy big. I stock up on stuff. Did everybody did everybody buy a ton of Z80s? How many Z80s did everybody buy? Tell me how many you bought, and then I'll tell you how many I bought. Hydro bought 10. Rhine Labs bought none. You know, they discontinued the Z80 processor. No longer making it. I bought 150. That board. I bought 150. I know, Ryan, there are millions of them out there. The only thing is the price is going to go up. That's just the nature of things. The price is going to go up, and I didn't want to end up paying $25 to $30 for a Z80 in about 5 years. All right. So what are we doing? You know what we're going to do is I want to work on the CPU board first. Now I need a better tip than this. I'm going to have to, I need to buy a new tip, a new Metcal chisel tip. This one has seen better days. And I'm out of chisel tips. Where'd the solder go? Interesting. There it is. You buy directly from Texas Instruments? Do you have to have some kind of a license or something to do that? A business license or something? I buy all my stuff from Mauser or DigiKey, but I haven't ordered from DigiKey in quite some time, to be honest. Huh. This is interesting. This is like backwards. I cannot find. There it is. Way up here. That ain't gonna work. I can't do that. Ow. Yeah. I can't see what I'm doing like that. Actually, it looks good, but I couldn't see what I was doing. What's up, Jason? Hmm. Sell direct. Okay. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that because, yeah, if anything that can save money, yeah. Sell direct. Is it just available through the TI website? Jason, were you going were you talking about buying Todd's Star Wars? Because Todd, I know he said that he was selling his Star Wars, one of the Star Wars games.
Yeah, I was going to go over to Todd's on Sunday and film his arcade, but he said he didn't feel good.
He said he had the flu or such. Hi, Sonny. Are you having a hard time hearing?
Probably I could I could actually get a mic. I actually have a mic that I could just set on the bench.
I do. I believe I do have a mic. I could just set it right on the bench, but I don't. I know this is super exciting. Yeah, like I said, I've got that. I've got a mic that that I could grab, but maybe I'll do that for the next time. Next time I do this, I'll have a mic at the table as well. Yeah, one of these, Jason. One of these days, I'm gonna get over to Todd's and do a filming of his basement arcade. It's just you know how it is, and it gets so damn cold out here anymore. I just the older I get, the more I don't want to do anything. I'm kind of a hermit. What I need to do is I kind of need to put the fluke on this and check the ROMs and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, Jason. It gets tough. I thought this would be fun to just hang out like this and let you guys talk amongst yourself and just kind of hang out a little bit. Do this. Why not, right? Do a little bit of do a little bit of maintenance work here. Check these ROMs. Put this thing back together. I took a little video for you late comers. Hey, Kior. Kyor. I took a little video of what this symptom was, what it was doing. I will play that again. This is what it was doing. Really nothing. So I don't know how well that comes over. I was also talking about getting another camera to set up in front of the monitor when I do this and have like another screen up in the corner or something of the monitor, you know. And you know, Ryan, another thing about it is if you're feeling lazy and you don't want to make a video and you don't want to edit it, you don't want to upload it, I can just do this and it's a lot easier. So, depending on how it goes, you might see a lot more live streams. I don't know. But as always, with basically every repair I do, I check what it's doing and then I'll check out what it's doing and then I usually go through and do maintenance type stuff and then start troubleshooting. I never jump right into troubleshooting. I got kind of a that's kind of my system. I like to do all this maintenance stuff after I get the initial what's it doing. My methodology. Arpuk. What's up? Timber is awesome. Timber is another game that I discovered on MAME that I had never heard of before. This is going back 20 years. But yeah, I discovered Timber well before I'd ever even heard of it. And I love Timber. Timber's awesome. And I am seeing some cracked solder joints down here. I am seeing some cracked solder joints. Ooh, can you come out more? Can you come out and play? Ah, I can program almost any chip, Phil. Almost anything. Eric, that's happening today. I'm going to do that today with this Timber because I want to play Timber on that joystick. So I'm going to this will be the first. This will be the first one that I do that with. I'm really looking forward to it too. It's going to be awesome. Um, yeah, I don't do modern stuff to be honest with you. Um, I think I have a programmer that will work with a lot of the that kind of stuff, but the stuff that I do is all old, all old.
I don't do anything with anything new. I'm not interested in doing anything new, to be honest.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Sonny, to make. I like experimenting around and making stuff like that. I just don't do it a lot at all. I did it when I went to school, where you had to create stuff like that, but I don't do that in my own time, you know.
I don't do that kind of stuff. It's fun though. I used to really enjoy doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I have a 29B. I have a Logitech Data IO 29B with a Unipack and a Logic Pack. And I also have an AR Labs AR32 programming system. That is awesome. Yeah, that would take up a lot of time suddenly. That would all your free time would go poof with that. Yeah, that is awesome. That's really cool. This is the second one that I'm fixing. Plus, this is from the same customer that had the other one. He actually sent a Timber and a Tapper board, which is the same board. Timber and Tapper use the exact same hardware. It's just a ROM swap. And he had this third one here. So I'm doing this one, and then he has a lunar lander as well. That he said he was told that it was unrepairable, the lunar lander. So we're going to take a look at that lunar lander too at another time, after this.
But this is his third MCR board. MCR. Does anyone know what MCR stands for?
Does anybody know what MCR stands for? I agree, Sonny. I totally agree with you.
It's all repairable. Well, you know, maybe there'll be something that wouldn't be, but I don't know.
I have run into some that I've given up on, though, to be honest. Like I gave up on that one Midway card rack. Hey, what's up, Todd? Todd's in the chat. Many critical repairs. That's a good one. Yeah. Many repairs. Many repairs. Yeah, I believe it's Midway Card Rack. I believe. I think I have a video of that card rack tester. I'm not exactly sure, but I might. You want to get high? You want to get high with some lacquer thinner? Whew. Strawberry not here. I don't understand that. Mellow. I don't understand that. This is lacquer thinner. This is what I always use. And sometimes for a light job, I'll use my 91% alcohol. But for getting like lots of flux and stuff off the board, lacquer thinner is what you use. All right. You know what we're going to do? I'm just going to do it old school. And just dump the ROMs. This one is supposed to be. This one is supposed to be a 64. These are supposed to be 128s. This is flipped. This camera is flipped. Wow. Cure 22, that is insane. Mm. How about like mineral spirits or lacquer thinner, like I use, that kind of stuff? Denatured alcohol, something like that. Yeah, so and just like in my other repair, what's up, Yeti? Just like in my other repairs for this, do you guys remember jumper wire 6? Jumper wire 6 being open? This one's open as well. And this one has jumper wire 4 connected. I don't think jumper wire 4 is supposed to be connected. I don't think this is supposed to be connected. Yeah. Oh. Okay. We're going to just do a good old fashioned ROM dump. A good old fashioned ROM dump. Man, Ryan, what's the fun in that? This is where it's at. New highfalutin technology. Let me load up my MS-DOS boot disk. And then load up my Data IO PromLink 2.01. Because I like that one. For this interface. DOS. It's what's for dinner. Okay. Let's go to Intel 26764. Let's go 8. 2764 first. Actually, no. 27128. Okay. These are in fact 128s as well. I think, why are those 128s? 5 and 6F are both 128s. Yes. Yep, the Dell is gold. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Happy New Year. Happy 2025. All right. Let's start dumping some ROMs, shall we? Uh, all right. Let's create CPU.6F. Heck yeah, I got a Dell D610. Thing's the bomb. I bought it on off of Face. I do have a 351B. Are you talking 351B for the Unipack? Is that what you're talking about, Ryan? 351B for the Unipack? You know what, Ryan, is funny? This is funny. About a year ago, I was just, see, this gives me a checksum error every now and again. Let's just try that again. 6F. Yes, overwrite. Yeah, I was on eBay about a year ago, and I'd been looking for that 351B. I've been looking for it for years, and I gave up. And about a year ago, I was just messing around on YouTube, and I was like, I wonder what these things are going for. Just curious, and I typed in 21 data IO 29B. And just wondering what they're selling for now. And that thing popped up, 351B for $90, and I bought it like that. I seen that and I was like, holy shit! And I jumped on that and bought it right away, $90. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, I know, Mark. I got it. I got it messed up like that. Next time, I don't want to mess with it right now because it might like totally crash the stream. So I'm just gonna. I'll make sure next time that it's proper. But right now, I'm. It just is what it is. Sorry. Um, CPU dot 5F. Third printing of what, Ryan? Oh, 3D printing. I thought you meant third print. I had no idea what that meant. 3D print. Okay. All right. This is 1C. Like losing focus on what I'm doing. Brendan, oh, you need to unlock the ROM list? I don't know what you mean by that. What does that mean? Unlock the ROM list. A Data IO 22 prom programmer. Those are cool. That's cool. You know, I bought my Unipack 29B. It must have been it must have been 2012. I bought my Unipack 2000 29B. And it came with like 50 82 S129s. If you can believe that. And I paid like $250 for it. Yeah, I don't know if I got a deal because that was like I said that was 13 years ago, and it's just what the market was back then. I remember I bought my Fluke. I bought that around the same time back in those days, and I actually had to repair my Fluke mainframe when I bought it. I had to change one of the display driver chips. 3C. And I think I paid like $500 for my Z80 pod back in the day, something like that. Maybe 400. What is that? 4C. Invalid ID. Yeah, we got a bad chip here. It says 128A. Let's try change it to 128A 14 and see what it says. And let's try to dump it. Invalid ID. This is a bad chip. It has a bad ROM. Yeah, I bought the Z80 pod. The only one I wasn't able to get a true 6502 pod. I do have like a remanufactured one, like an aftermarket one, and it works great. But I got the I got the 8088, 8085, 8080, Z80, and I have my 6502 homemade, not homemade, but remanufactured, redone. And I remember I paid for my 8088. I think I paid like 300 for that. The 8085 was cheap. My 8085 was like $200 or something like that. And the Z81 was the most expensive. It was like 500. And I don't remember what I paid for the Fluke mainframe. I want to say like 200, maybe $250, something like that. Yeah, but all my pods work. It's all good. That's a good investment back in the day. Yeah, we got a bad chip. This is the this is supposed to be this chip is supposed to be a 2764. 4C is a 2764. This chip is no good. Of course, the game's not going to work. See, this is when I saw those stickers, I knew, okay, this is a ROM swap. So maybe the files aren't right. I'm going to continue to dump the entire ROM set and I'll verify the entire ROM set. But this one right here is no good. So, and I want to change back to 27 128 13. You know what? What is this? It's AM. Let me try one last thing. This is an AMD part. So I want to just due diligence. Let's try AMD number 18, which is 120, 27 128A. and let's see if that makes any difference at all. Actually, it is dumping now. But it's empty. It came back C000. So my guess is this is an AMD 27128A, which probably uses a different programming voltage. And when they did this swap, they were not able to program this chip. It came back, I dumped the contents, and it's C000, which means this chip is empty. There's nothing in it. It's FF the whole time. So that would be the issue. But the chip's not bad. It's just you have to select what it actually is. It's an AMD 27128A, and the algorithm for programming it is obviously different. So there you go. Okay, but I'm going to continue on with these other, all of the video ROMs, and make sure that they're right, because they were programmed right. They were done like this, so I want to make sure that they're all correct. Brendan, I also have a repro. I have a repro Z80 pod too that I never even built it. It's the same. It was made by the same guy that made my 6502 pod, and I just bought one of the kits and I never even assembled it. I'll go get it and I'll show you. Z80 pod kit. It's even got the security chips and everything. It's got everything in there. I bought it and just to have it. I never even built it. No, even if it was doubled up, it wouldn't be C000 because I had it entered as the correct chip. All right. Um, I want to go back to regular old Intel 14, 13. Okay. Vid.1a. Hmm. All right, let's try this. Let's go. These are 128s, correct? Yes. Vid dot 1A. Brendan, I did not print that case. Somebody printed it and sent it to me, and I couldn't tell you who. I don't remember. But yeah, somebody gifted me that case for that thing. How awesome is that? I don't have any skills as far as 3D printing. I've never done it. Yeah, Brendan, that's where I got it was Clove. I remember his name was Marion, Marion, Marion something. And he did a good job with it because mine work my 6502 pod works great. I've never had an issue with it. You know what? I take that back. I did have an issue with it. The security chips that he sold didn't work. That came with Marion's kits. Now the guy in there's another guy who made and sold Fluke stuff, and he made the security chips, and I bought them from him, and that's what I use in mine. And I bought an extra set for my Z80 pod as well, so that's why I have the Z80 ones. That's what it was. My 6502 pod did not work good with the security modules that came with it. That's what it was. Okay, where am I? A4. All right. Yeah. Vid dot. Yeah, I think that 3D printing is pretty amazing. It blows me away, to be honest. And it's just something that I've never gotten I've never done. I've never experimented at all with 3D printing. So I have zero skills with that, but it's pretty awesome. And fourth doctor, nope, my cats are no longer with us. They both left this earth last year, unfortunately. And I did not replace them. I have no cats, no animals. Last year was a tough year. A2. Bid A2. Yeah, live streaming is it's cool. I like it. It's kind of nice to be able to chat with people. But you know what? Yeah, I lost my cats, and it was kind of after I cleaned up all of the hair and all that kind of stuff. I just kind of said, you know what? I think I'm gonna do without animals for a while. Thanks, Brendan. Hi, Andy. What do you mean? Can you use the pals? What exactly do you mean? Are you able to program pals? The pals that are for that? A5. You know what? Brendan, yeah, Andy, just email me. My email is in any one of my videos. Email me and I'll email you the PAL files if you can program them. A5. Um, vid dot A5. You know how tricky it was to get those PAL files dumped? I'll tell you how crazy that was tough. It was not an easy task to get all of those PAL files. MCR or Midway or whoever they had programmed those chips for them blew the security fuses on most of them. So most of them you couldn't read. A6. Yeah, most of them you couldn't read. So every time I would get an MCR repair, I would try to dump all of those things. And I finally was able, because every now and again, I guess they would slip through where they would not burn that, they would not blow that security fuse in that PAL. And it took a long time and a lot of MCR boards to come through here, but I finally was able to successfully dump every one of those PALs, and it took a long time. Every time I'd get an MCR set, I would try to dump those PALs, and I finally got them all. I'm doing the same thing with Miss Pac-Man, but I haven't been able to get all those PALs that are on that little board. Not that it matters, you can bypass that, but still, I like originality. You know, I like things original. So if I can get those, and I try to dump those, but I've got two of them, and I don't have two of them. So, yep. I don't think so, Patrick. The thing is, are they like brute forced or rebuilt PALs or conversions or are they original for the original chips? I don't think that they're the original file for the original chips. Oh no, James. I was just simply stating that every time I'd get a Miss Pac-Man, I try to dump those pals that are on that satellite board, that are on that little auxiliary board. Not that it really matters too much because you can bypass those, you know. But I figured just for the sake of trying, I would try to dump them, and I'm unsuccessful. What's going on here? Lose my train of thought. See, I have the original chips. I'm weird like that. I like original stuff. I have the 20, what is it? 20X10 or something. I don't know. Um, yeah, 20X10. I have the 20X10s and the I have the original chips and I can program those with the original file. That's kind of that's just how I like doing it. This takes a long time to dump these chips. There you go. Successful. And now we need uh, switch to TI 2532. Because the audio board ROMs are 2532s. Timber. So we'll do the maintenance on this thing. We'll burn the proper ROM. Um, I'll actually use that same ROM. I'll just double the file. Because it's supposed to be a 2764. I have my doubts that these things can read secured PALs and stuff. I don't know. I don't buy that. I wouldn't trust the accuracy of it. So that's that. That's the entire ROM set. Now what I want to do is I want to transfer. Well, no, I've got them all on here. That's good. Okay. And let's exit out of here. And I should just leave this stuff out. Well, whatever. I'll set it back up. Whatever. I don't, Mark. I don't know what an NVMe drive is. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, it had a bad. It had a an unprogrammed. It wasn't bad. It had what looks like an unprogrammed ROM in it. So I'll have to program it, but I want to use ROM ident and go ahead and ROM ident the ROMs. ROM identification. Identify the ROMs. Tell you I'm high tech. I am high tech, guys. I got a I am high tech, highfalutin. You know what I want to try to do? I'm going to try something. Um, uh, eh, okay. Bear with me. I'm going to try something. Oh, display capture. Are you working display capture? Are you working? Let's try remove. Yes. Yes. Let's remove. Now let's add a scene. Display capture. Okie dokie. Can you guys tell me, are you seeing all of this nonsense that I'm doing? Are you see these changes that I'm doing? Is that coming up in the stream? I do use my microscope quite a bit, just not on camera. Um, um, that one's good. The ones I'm looking for are capitalized. Timber. We're looking for timber. 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 3C. 5F. Timber. Timber. Okay, it looks like yeah, this is OBS, but I don't use OBS for making videos. I only use OBS when I stream. When I go live, I use that. So I'm not that familiar with it. But all of the ROMs that I dumped are good. It's just that one's missing. That one. This one needs to be reprogrammed, and then we'll have a good timber set. So yeah. Um, we will go to What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Timber, MAME, ROM, download. And just download Timber ROMs. Boom. I'm using the computer and I'm downloading some Timber EPROMs, which would be right here, and extract to there. And what one am I looking for? 4C or something like that. Program 3. That's the one I want. So I am going to send that to the floppy drive. Floppy, so floppy. And then I do want to rename that. I want to rename it CPU.4C. How's that? CPU.4C. There you go. Now, all right. Hey, X-Keeper. How you doing? All right. I do want to go ahead and eject that. Now I have the proper file, but I didn't double it. Ugh. You know what? I'm just going to keep that ROM, and I'm going to burn a 2764. I'll put this in my stash. I'll keep the 128. I know it will program. I'm pretty sure it'll program. And I grabbed a 164, a 64, 2864. I've only got a bazillion of those. So that's bazillion with a B. Okay, now I gotta hook all this stuff back up. Hook it all back up. Program that ROM. A bazillion. I have a bazillion of those. This is a Mitsubishi. 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 27128. Mitsubishi. Wait a minute. No, this is a 2764. Hold up. Hold up. What am I doing? Focus. Mitsubishi 2764. All right. Mitsubishi. Now, put the ROMs in. ROMs disk. Load RAM from ROM. From disk, I mean. CPU.4C. Ouch. Ouch, Rhine Labs. Be careful. All right. Program. What is today? Thursday? Is everyone having a good day? Is everybody working? Done with work? I guess depending where you are in the world. Wherever you are in the world. There you go. Program. Done. Dobo, dobo. Dobo, dobo. Dobo, arigato, Mr. Roboto. Dobo, dobo. Dobo, arigato. Phil, you are in Ireland? I am jealous. I want to be in Ireland. I've I used to get kind of lucky on eBay, Patrick, with the 2532s. You got to look for the I don't know, I haven't looked in a long time. I actually bought a lot. Yeah, Phil, it's freezing here too. It was 3 degrees this morning when I looked at my phone. 3. Um what was I saying? Oh, the 2532s. If you see the ones that look like Texas Instruments chips, those are not 2532s. You got to look for the ones that are the Hitachi type. The 46 27 20 or 2732 or 2532. God, brain fart. What's up, Thomas? Thomas Haru. How you doing? Tommy boy. Tommy boy in the house. What's up? All right, now we got a good ROM set. You know what I need to do? I'm going to go ahead and put a window on this thing. I don't have a pencil over here. I have a pen. We'll just call it CPU 4C window covering. And this board has been refurbed. Man, I don't. Not over here though. No, no, this board hasn't been refurbed. This one has not. I am not in Canada. I'm close. I am close to Canada. I am close to Canada. I'm in Michigan. Yes, Sonally. The problem is plain to see. Too much technology. All right. That board is ugly. That board is ugly. And is going to have to be looked at. It's an ugly board. I'd love to get this looking this way a little bit. You know. Yeah, that's better. That's a little bit better. Okay. This is the board that I worked on. This board's good to go. Thank you very much, Mr. Toe. 2C for doing the job nobody wants to. And thank you very much, Mr. Roboto, for helping me escape when I needed to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am not in Canada. I am not. I am not a Canadian. I have been to Canada. I have. I have been in Canada. I've been there. I've been to the Great White North. I've been there. That's going to be A1, isn't it? Yeah. So this is AA. See? That's the power of deductive thinking. Yeah, that's cold, Mark. Negative 20. Negative 20. That's pretty cold. That's chilly. It's chilly like Willie. Ooh, I didn't like that. That kind of gave a crunch. I didn't like that crunch. Yeah, exactly. Goodness gracious. I make myself sick sometimes. I tell you. Sometimes just I totally make myself, I irritate myself sometimes. Sometimes I get disappointed in myself. There we go. Boom. You know what? Yeah, these need to be resoldered. I see some crackly joints. A lot of crackly joints. Crackles. A lot of crackles. A lot of crackles. Yeah, Ireland, Phil, Ireland is somewhere I'd love to go. It's always been on my list. It just seems like it's so far away. Okay, why won't you solder? What is so special about you? Why won't you solder? There you go. Hmm. Canada is soon to be the 51st state. Looking forward to it. That way I could freely travel there, go up north and just chill. None of this customs and border nonsense. Hmm. You know what I want to do, Phil? What I long to do? I long to go sit at a pub in Dublin or something like that and just drink some Guinness, some local Ireland stout or something like that, and just sit around and chat with people and top of the morning to you and act like a fool. That's what I want to do. Act like a stereotypical leprechaun. Hey, where's my pot of gold? Just try to offend people and be an idiot. Yeah, Omega Mark, that's actually a big problem. There's a lot of Chinese buying a lot of everything, and that's an issue. They're trying to get some world dominance going by buying everything, buying a lot of American farmland too. Hmm. All right, this is going pretty good. Is that in Germany? Donberg Electronics for flybacks. What kind of flybacks? Specific. What monitors do they service flybacks for or provide? Because that's pretty interesting about flybacks and stuff. It's kind of an issue, right? Hello, Rob. Hello, Rob from Wales. You know, I did my ancestry DNA thing. I did that, and I am mostly Wales or whatever. It said mostly from Wales with some a lot of Ireland too. I think I was like 80% Wales. Hmm. Yeah, and I couldn't even tell you anything about Wales. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you where that's at on a map, on a globe. Welsh, Wales. I don't know. It's time to get the stinky stuff out. It's time to get high. Large variety valves as well. Electronics in Ireland. Ireland, okay. All right. So this board is now done. And I need to look at this one. This one, messy. This one's very messy. You'll see if I can do this. It's just very messy. Like that soccer player, Messi. Isn't there a soccer player named Messi? I could be totally I could be totally wrong there. Okay. Yeah. Holy crap, man. Super messy. It's bad. That's bad news. Very messy. We're going to clean this up with some solder. This isn't even soldered. So we're going to clean this thing up. Hmm. Just flow some new solder into this. No, Phil, I do not mean football. It's soccer. Football is American. I actually think it is impressive how other nations love what we call soccer, football, around the world, football. I'll tell you, this is this is this is a microcosm of sports around the world versus sports in America. When I was in high school, my brothers, I have three brothers, and um, my dad was baseball coach, football coach, and everything. My dad told us that if we played soccer, he would never go to one of our games. True story. If we played soccer over baseball, because those two, baseball and soccer, were at the same time, he told us that if he'd be so disappointed if we played soccer that he would never go to a game. That's a true story. Yeah, Rob, Tarnax is Tarnex is a must. Tarnex is a must for doing this. Man, this is so messy. I'm going to use. I'm going to actually remove some of the solder. That is a God's honest, true story, though, about my dad. And he said that he would never go to a game if we played soccer. I'll never forget that, 'cause I thought it was funny. Of course, how true would that be? Probably not. Dad, he would have went. I think he was just being hyperbolic. But that just shows you it's come around. This country, soccer has gotten a lot more popular. Football, whatever you want to call it, has gotten a lot more popular in the last 30 to 40 years, for real. But 30 years ago, when I was in school, over 30 years ago, when I was in school, it was not popular at all. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tommy. Wow, I actually got money. Have you ever accidentally damaged the via out of a board when soldering? No, I have not. Generally, a via is either damaged before or after some other way, but never by soldering. I've never done that by soldering. My dad passed away, Phil. He passed away last January. He's been gone a year. So, yeah. But no, no, Tommy, I never have damaged a via by soldering. Never. I mean, if I'm trying to desoldering, yes, I have, but not soldering. Yeah, tennis and soccer's always been there. It's always been a thing. Like there was soccer in my school, but it was not popular like it is now. Not in my area, not where I'm at. You know, not where I'm from. It just wasn't. But it's gotten a lot more. It's gotten a lot more popular in the last, oh, I don't know, the last 20 years, really, really. But I remember when I was in high school, people would get picked on for playing soccer. I'm not kidding you. And it was a long time ago. It was a long time before I realized how big that game was around the world. I just didn't get it. I didn't know it. I did not know that until, when I was a younger person in my 20s. It really took me to my 20s to really realize how big soccer was around the world. Okay, this was ugly. That was really, really ugly. But I think I got it. And this is super ugly too over here on this side. Ding pong. Ding pong. I'll tell you what, Omega Mark. Rugby and lacrosse are awesome. I really like lacrosse, and that's another one that I had no idea about lacrosse. Lacrosse is awesome. Yeah, these are messy. These are pretty messy too. Lionel. These are Lionel. I'll just try to clean them up a little bit. You know what? Here's that short. That's a flat out short right there. Mm, yeah, very messy. Oh man, corrosion, battery corrosion's the worst when it comes to vias. Yeah, that battery corrosion repairs are terrible. Stinks. Bad stuff. Nasty. Mm. Okay, I think it's cleaned up pretty good. I had to remove a lot of solder. I had to remove a lot of solder. Gotta get that right. Remove a lot of solder and then clean it up and make it look pretty. Get my stinky stuff. You need a good thorough cleaning. Good thorough cleaning. Let this air off a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, this one needs a little more. This one's still ugly. It's still ugly. So I need to go back over it again. Just a little bit of touch up soldering, a little cleaning soldering. It's unacceptable the way it looks. Okay. All right. I think that's better. Okay. Now this side. That is much better. It's got a lot of little solder specks though. I'm using a little wire brush to get these little solder specks off of the board. Boom. I can live with this. I can live with this. I don't know if that's coming through. I can live with it. That's okay. So now, by golly, by George, I think we got it. Um, all right. I got some standoffs, but I think I want to go with 3/4 instead of 5/8. Um, yeah, those look like 1 inch standoffs. All right, I'm going to go 1 1/8 and then 5/8 on the standoffs. So this, okay, this goes like this. This goes like this. All right. I got some hardware, some nylon hardware. This one is going to go like this. Okay. Um, oh, this goes like this. So this is going to be like that. Okay. That. Nope, 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 nope. I don't. Nope, nope, nope. That ain't going to work. I want these on the outside like this. Okay. Now this will go like this. So they go now on the inside. There you go. Nylon standoffs. Those are 1 1/8 inch. That's the CPU board. Then the video board goes on it like this. And we need to attach these like so to mount the audio board. There we go. And I can put these back. Four. There we go. I do use nylon screws. I just attached these with nylon screws. So this is your board here. And I do need nylon screws. What am I doing? So yeah, this goes on here and attaches with nylon screws. So let me get the 4 nylon screws that I just put back. Nylon screw just fell in this. thing, it's not a metal screw. That's something for me to get out at some point, unfortunately. Right. Come on. Okay. There we go. That lines those up. So we can connect those, right? And this is not exactly easy business, is it? Yeah, okay. Man, these do not want to go on. That's crazy. It's crazy how hard that is to get these on. Hmm. Seriously. Wow. It's tough. That's a toughie. Mm. Mm. Wow. I've never I've never experienced these being so difficult to get on. Ouch. Goodness gracious. Mm. Okay, I guess. I suppose. I suppose. And then this goes here, like so. The nylon screw is in Imperial. Imperial. Okay. Now we get to get these things on here. To wrestle these things on. And if it doesn't work, then we got to take it back apart. There's a good chance it won't work. But if it doesn't work, it sure won't be for the lack of cleanliness and maintenance. It'll be because there's just something not right with it. God. Oh, these things are crazy. Crazy to get on here. It's ridiculous. Never seen nothing like it. Never. Never in my life. Never. All right. Lord, it's moment of truth time. Okay. What do you guys think? You think it'll work? You think she'll work? Come on. Well, all right. No telling if these cables are even any good. That is on the right way. That's on the right way. All right. Here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3. No smoke. No smoke. The program's working, but there is a total video failure. And that may just be these connectors. I don't know. The program is working. I'm going to take a little video and I'll show you what it's doing. Camera, video. Okay. Can you even see that? So the program works. So we have done that much. But we got video board issues. We got cable issues is what we got. It's messing with the cables is changing what it's doing. Yeah. It's a cable. What is it? Yeah. It needs a set of cables. These cables are no good. So what and I haven't even tested the soundboard yet. But what I need to do is I need to go through and I need to clean the pins themselves. And this needs a whole new set of cables. These cables are no good. Yeah. All right, Ryan. Just make sure that you got the bell clicked or whatever, so that you'll get notified if I do put up a live stream. And maybe I'll give a little more time. Maybe I'll give like an hour notice next time. And yeah, so, but with this, I'm going to call it good for now. I'm done. But what I need to do, and I'm going to do tomorrow to finish this one up, is I'm going to clean all of the pins and I'm going to crimp a set of connectors for it, a set of ribbon cables. So that'll be it for and I have to go over the soundboard, but it does not give me a soundboard error. You know what I need to do is right now I'm going to hit reset. I'm going to hit reset and I'm going to watch and see if it gives me an error. It does. A10. It told me A10. So this is missing a ROM. I think that maybe Timber is supposed to have four ROMs and this is missing one. So I might have to program an EEPROM because it told me it said A10, which means an A10's missing. But I do remember that either Tapper or Timber had all four EEPROMs on the audio board. So I'll program a 2532 tomorrow. And first I'm going to see if this is it Timber that uses four audio EEPROMs. I think it is. So I will need to program an EEPROM and then plug in and make sure that the audio works and all that. So that'll be tomorrow, and I'll do a regular video and I'll put that up as part, 2 of this repair. And it's going to consist of getting a set of cables because these ones are no good. They're too finicky. You have to get them just right for them to work, and that's not good. So clean the pins, new cables, program a 2532 for the audio board, test the audio board, integrate that joystick. That's happening tomorrow. And that'll all be on video. So that will be a new video coming out to finish this one off. But guys, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to end the stream now because I'm going to go in the house and chill. And yeah, but it was fun doing this. It was fun doing this live. It was different, but it was kind of cool. I mean, we were here for hours, weren't we? How long was this stream? It's been a while. Yeah, almost 3 hours. Hey, Chad, how you doing? Yeah, it's playing. It's playing perfect. So, but like the characters were like doubled. The characters were doubled, and I messed around with the cables, and then they popped in to where they should be, and the background was completely missing until I messed with the cables. Yeah, so these cables need to go. So, see you later, Kior. Thanks for hanging out. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, okay? And everyone have a great night. And we will see you. I will do this again sometime. And this was fun. So, yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Signing off.